And today.
That was yesterday and today?
Yep. So it's the new moon. This new moon has a lot of energy, more than any of late, which has to do with change. Whether you like it or not, you're feeling change. And it's going to reveal truth. Things that are going to take you by surprise. But it's happening, whether you like it or not. So it's all about, right now, tonight, really forming a clear vision. Really focusing. What's my vision? What do I want? Say it, write it. I'm going to send you a follow-up, and then you'll write that out. And I want you to just start every day cultivating action toward that vision. Whether that's tonight, we're going to do some breath work. You know how we typically do throughout your chakras? We go and we breathe in the nose, hold a little bit, breathe out and hold. Well, next to eating, like eating clean, drinking lots of water and staying hydrated, the next most important thing is what? It's our breathing. And our breathing affects not only our mood, but it affects the metabolism, and it affects every organ in our body. So when we are in fight flight, right? When we are in that, how's our breath? Shallow, and what else? Fast. And if we're shallow and fast and real high, what's that? When you hold your breath in, what emotions related to that? Anxiety and anger, right? But when we are, what's the opposite? Deep, slow, right? Low, deep. What's that? If you're on the out breath all the time and you're not breathing in, what's the emotion related to that? If you're just always
Exhausted.
what else? And it affects your posture. Depressed. Sad, depressed. So this anxious, angry, right? Now, you know, on a good day, you typically smile, right? It's like the day dictates, and on a bad day, you probably frown, right? So you're letting that affect your physiology. But just the opposite, when you set your vision, just standing like this changes everything. Just smiling, you can't be angry. So it's that one step ahead, right, of your emotions. But it takes that gap, that awareness that we were talking about earlier. You have to be ready to see, I can change my mood. Sometimes we just like that woe is me, victim, punish ourselves, sabotage. But it's a new time right now. It's really all about change. So whether you like it or not, it's going to eat you up and take you for a ride, or you got to get one step ahead of it. TRE does that for us. Gives us a little space to watch our reactions and breath. So tonight, I'm going to do a couple different breathing techniques. So we have like a breath of harmony, and it's really indicative too of like the chakra we're in. You would think heart, right? Harmony. It's a more balanced breath in and out. At the root, we're going to do some grounding breath and a lot of this third eye breathing, spiritualization. And now I'm going to send you a follow-up. So the key is, who stops during the day and breathes? No?
Yeah.
And is it because you have to?
Mm-hmm. Well, not because I'm out of breath, more because I realized like my hamster wheels like going off the rails.
So your head's already detached from it. And you notice it first because what's changed? Like, in other words, like for instance, I was in bed the other day and already I thought, the painters are coming in, I gotta open the door, I went from, my bed's so comfortable, I'm so grateful, to, and I noticed my head lift. And I was like, my body got tight. So when do you notice it, that your mind is, and you don't have to know that now.
I think it's more because I'm more stuck in my emotions, so I feel very discontent for no particular reason, and I'll be upset about being upset.
So you feel off.
Yeah.
Like where? In your stomach?
I I don't think I have the connection.
So we're gonna pay attention to that.
Yeah.
So you're aware when you're disconnected, but you're not exactly sure of the sensation.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what you're gonna pay attention. Who else gets to the point where, did you breathe today? That's your homework.
Yeah.
You've been breathing?
Definitely.
It's making a difference, right? So you stopped and you what? Just did normal, like what? Breathe in, hold it at the top, breathe out. Did you have a
In, hold it, and then
out your
out.
mouth?
Longer.
Longer
Sometimes
exhale.
It's better longer out.
And it helped.
Right.
You see a difference?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's our homework tonight. We're going to do a lot of breath, right? So I want to go around real quick before we start. Your vision. Like for me right now, my vision, the seed I want to plant is just continued eagerness. Like eagerness for life. Like I just said to my dad, with all these deaths that I'm seeing, I'm like, and my dad gets worried. His brother died. I said, Dad, you know, I don't even, right now I want to learn so much. There's so much I want to learn about. There's so much to know, to understand. If I die, it'll really suck. But I'm good if I have to die because I know where I'm going. But before I used to worry all the time, victim, worry. Oh, I'm getting sick. I feel pains and aches and what's wrong. And I felt like not in control. But as I do this work and continue to do it, there's more of an eagerness and flow, a trust in really knowing that I set the tone, not only for the moment, for the day, but for my life, you know? And it's as easy as that. We can just cop out and blame everybody, or you can just engage and take control. So my seed I want to plant is to stay eager and to continue to stay in flow. All right, putting you on the spot first. What's your vision for the new moon, for change? What do you want to set in motion?
Change.
Well, change is inevitable, right?
Yes.
So how are you going to cope with the inevitability of change? We want to stay familiar, right? We like
Right.
familiar. So how do you break out and embrace change?
I have to become more present for the moment. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm always out there
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
else. It's
Yeah.
not good.
So you more in the past or you more in the future?
Future.
All right. So breath is good. So you're going to breathe more.
Yeah.
One more thing. What else you going to do to get into the present? What's your routine? You get up, breathe. What else?
You talking to me?
Yep. I'm not putting you on the spot.
I meditate.
All right. You're going to meditate more.
Mm-hmm.
And one more. I know the other one you're going to tell me.
Journaling.
And
Praying.
gratitude.
Okay.
Gratitude. Breath.
Yeah, I have my book.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Janice. Tell me, girl.
Well, gosh, my vision for the new moon, it really is to let go of trying to control other people by helping them and saving them and teaching them and all this, interfering. Like I'm letting go of interfering, trusting the
Yeah.
universe and letting go of that role that
Yeah.
I took on. It probably was before I was born, or at least it was very soon after I was born.
That's huge.
And
Serving, right? We
big-
serve.
Yeah, but I don't want to give. So I don't want to give up serving because
Yeah.
it is important, but I want to give up trying to feel like my service has to be the solution or something.
And your service is the denial of service to self, and it's the excuse to go control you, and I'm helping you, but you're not helping you.
Right. So the three things. One is I really haven't been to my Al-Anon meeting in about a month. So
Okay.
gonna
Getting
start
back to
doing
that.
again. Journaling
Mm-hmm.
and continuing everything that I was already doing for, like meditating, breathing, yoga, swimming, and all that. And maybe, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but something else related to food.
Right. and she's your girl right now, and she's your girl, talking food. Now, it's all good, setting your attention, but just not being, we talked earlier, not
Too specific.
making it like you have to change anything. We have to just relax into who we already are and accept and love up who you are.
Yeah.
And that's enough, right? Just opening up your heart and saying, I'm okay. So that everything else can catch up and fill in.
Yeah, well, and because a lot of the stuff I think comes from some deep-seated not knowing you're okay.
Yep.
So if you know you're okay, then maybe
It's half the
you don't need
battle.
all the other stuff.
It's being okay to be in the chaos and not let it kill you and eat you up. You know? All right, thank you. You're on.
Okay. So, I didn't know it was a new moon, but I felt a lot of positive energy this morning. When I woke up and when I was on my way to work, I felt like a change. I am starting a plant-based diet, vegan diet for the next 4 weeks, just to integrate more recipes into like my day, and then my husband will eat all the dinners with me.
You good? That's a big change.
Yeah. Just treating my body better overall.
How? Give me an example.
You know, proper nutrition,
All right.
and being grateful for the strengths that I have, and grateful for the life that I have, and always reminding myself, you know, where I came from.
That's key. That's it. And not only for now, but another big thing, like your ancestry came up, it's really paying homage to our ancestors too, those who have passed, and doing that forgiveness work. And so you've come a long way, very integrated, very present.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just building on it, right? That's awesome. All right. Come on now.
Moving forward, not living in the past.
And you're doing that how?
Concentrating more on my new business.
Okay. So
With
staying.
health and nutrition.
Okay.
Staying focused with that. Trying to become more familiar with the unfamiliar. I think that.
So being
To-
okay with uncertainty
Right.
to push you through those growth spurts.
Mm-hmm.
You're breaking out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's.
And what do you do
it's
with the
okay to be
fear?
afraid.
Or what do you do? Yeah, what do you do with that fear? Do you
I
notice it?
try to say it's not fear, it's excitement. Like I try to flip it around. Like I said, try to make the
But are you
unfamiliar
are you
familiar.
excited? Are you excited about the learning with your business?
I am excited.
So that's good. So you are
I
excited.
am excited.
So it's leaning into what you do feel.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to determine it. You can't stay half-half.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. And each day build around being excited.
Mm-hmm.
And what other thing you're going to do? Work? Give me 2 more things.
I want to go back to yoga
Okay.
and meditation.
Okay.
I think it'll help.
So movement
Movement.
and stillness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, you better all remember your stuff, because when I say I'm going to hold you accountable here. Tell me, Madeline, what's
My
going on?
vision for the new moon.
Yeah.
I think I've been since I started school
Yeah.
in September.
Yeah.
I've been like skating by the hair,
Yeah.
you know, sort of like I've been doing well on the outside. It
Yeah.
looks like I'm doing well, but I'm like procrastinating, waiting till last minute, things like that.
Mhm.
But it's like I feel like I know what it will take to be a good student and to be able to be peaceful
Yeah.
and enjoy the process
Yes.
and not panic about
Yes.
it. But I need to integrate those healthier habits and let go of the ones that I've been used to, like coping skills, like distraction type stuff
Yeah,
and
yeah.
escaping,
Yeah.
and just actually be on my path and not be afraid of it.
Yeah. That's right. Be in it.
Yeah.
How are you being in it, though? How are you going
How
to do
to
that?
be in it?
Yeah. How are you going to do that?
I think meditating in the morning would help a lot, clearing my mind.
Clear your mind.
And instead of trying to figure out like my whole day or my whole week, just kind of pick one thing and then do it. Instead of like I try to figure everything out.
Yeah.
And like
it doesn't make me feel good trying to figure everything out because nothing's actually happening.
Right.
And I'm like experiencing all those chemicals,
Yeah.
but I'm not burning it off in any way.
Right. You're not engaged.
No.
And it's just getting up and moving. You don't even have to know what the hell you're doing. Just
Mhm.
start moving. Just start moving, and the one thing before you know it, even if you say, I gotta go to Home Depot, I gotta go to the mailbox, and I have to clean my sink.
Mhm.
Before you know it, those things get done because you focused on, I gotta do those things. And that just builds into the next thing.
Mhm.
But here, without action, you stay here, burning it.
Yeah.
So take action. You wanna clear your mind. Give me one more thing. Meditate in the
Action.
morning, take action.
Let go of control, maybe.
All right. So
Because
soften.
that's where the trying to figure everything out comes from. I feel like wanting to control my day and my situation, and having fear and anxiety
Okay.
over not being in control.
All right. You better all remember what you just said because you're gonna do this, right? I'm gonna come to your house and make sure you're doing it. All right, Mr. Dave. Tell me.
Like so many of us have said so far, I'm focusing on gratitude
Love it.
because that's something that I've kind of overlooked in the past 10 years of my life. I have started a new diet, a gluten-free diet, a sugar-free diet, and a dairy-free diet. I'm a week into it, and I'm going to keep the focus on that.
Good.
More movement and stillness, back to yoga
Mhm.
and back to daily meditation or multiple times a day meditation.
Good. Good. I see a huge difference. So it's working.
I think so.
So you're getting your rhythm back. That's all it is. We're getting unstuck and getting our rhythm. Just like running. It's getting rhythm. Let it build momentum. So we're not about balance. Balance is dead. Balance, we want our system to get balanced through TRE, through something that brings you into homeostasis. But we want to blend. We want to be able to bring that balance into the chaos. And that's where the energy, the synergy happens. So we break through and we birth new things. We make change. We go beyond what we think we're capable of, like running a marathon. Like everything is achievable. Just putting your head to it. You're doing it. That's awesome.
I
All right,
have
girl.
Good support.
What?
I have good support.
I know you do. That's very important. The other thing is getting good, like-minded, right? People around you so you don't just go back to your bad habits. Just like you said, go back to Al-Anon. Cultivating that nice support group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? All right. Tell me.
For me, it's discipline and staying focused, like I have all my projects lined up, and then to take those little action steps each day, and that's like really working for me. And what's really a key game changer for me is I bought a calendar and I have it scheduled. And so, but what's working for me with the schedule is that I do like 50% of the schedule, and then 50% I leave it open for that room to let things unfold.
Mm-hmm. So you've got structure, but yet you have a little playfulness in there, like a little
Because
space.
when you're embarking on something new and doing something new, I don't exactly know how it's gonna go, and so by leaving that open space, like, so there's two, like in a day calendar.
Yeah.
So like on the right side, I do all the business stuff, and then, I leave the left side, but I've committed to 3 things, and it's, meditation, so I'm doing that, and then workout, and then also spiritual, so like a Bible study or something like that, and so
Good.
that,
So
by
balance.
having those 3 things, like those are your non-negotiables, and so then there's that open area
Yeah.
and then like half of it's open still. So it's just having the discipline to make all my, because I'm creating new programs and stuff.
So you prioritize. Let me get
Is that
these
what it
3
is?
things done, and the day's a win. Anything that happens beyond that is a treat.
That's a good point.
It's
Yeah,
a
'cause
delight. It's a surprise.
then at the end of the day, I don't beat myself up.
Exactly.
So because like as an entrepreneur, I think you can do that. Like, oh my goodness, but
Never enough.
It's never enough.
Never enough.
Right, and so this has brought in such a peace
That's awesome.
for me,
That's
because
Because you set the tone. How do you want to feel? You set the tone. You're still going to achieve. You set your goals, but you got to leave that room for spontaneity and let the universe just bring what's supposed. If you don't, then it's left brain and it's control, what we're all trying to get away from. And then it's a little element of fear.
Well, the universe will co-conspire, so we have to leave. So
If you let go of fear.
Yeah, well, I have no problem with that, but it's giving enough